Bakit ipapadala ng Amerika ang kanilang mga dating empleyado sa ating bansa? Wala naman tayong kinalaman dito. Hindi ba nila tayo binigyan ng dahilan? What reason was given by the U.S. for making the aforementioned request, if any? Ambassador Romualdez, Secretary Manalo, and as mentioned by Senator Tolentino, are they in fact refugees? What is the understanding of the DOJ, the DFA, and the BI of the term refugee? Ambassador Romualdez has explicitly stated these are not refugees. They are former Afghan employees of the U.S. government. I need clarification po. Secretary Manalo, Ambassador Romualdez, please respond and lend us light here. Secretary Teodoro is shaking his head. Would you like to both in, please?
Thank you, Madam Chair, Your Honor. Technically, they're not refugees because basically they're not displaced. They're in their homeland right now. They have not applied for political asylum or any other thing. They're not on extraterritorial jurisdiction. My understanding is that their visas for the United States shall be processed within this country because of administrative difficulties of the U.S. government, because of their bureaucracy in conducting any processing, but they are not refugees as of this time. They may become refugees
That is correct.
Their visas are denied. And they are not repatriated.
Allowed to be repatriated.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes, I'm in full agreement. I think they are not refugees, as rightly pointed out by Ambassador Babes Romualdez. Is that correct, Ambassador? Was your statement regarding the fact that these are not refugees we are speaking of, and there is no doubt that the Philippines upholds and takes pride in our history of giving succor and refuge to international refugees. Ambassador Romualdez, please. These are not refugees,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, absolutely correct, Madam Chair. They are not refugees. They are employees or former employees of the U.S. government, and they're asking us if we could help them in processing them, precisely as pointed out by Secretary Teodoro, that it is a matter of administrative in nature.
If the U.S. is unable or unwilling to temporarily house their Afghan employees in U.S. soil, why don't they go to U.S. territories such as Guam, Puerto Rico, Guantanamo? Secretary Manalo, you're raising your hand.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I thought I would just say a few words on this issue on the why the U.S. might have approached us. Of course, we can only surmise, but what I gather is, aside from being a partner, the treaty ally, I think they also are aware of our long tradition of providing humanitarian assistance. So that's why they have approached us. On the United States, is actually these are SIV applicants and not applying for refugees. I mean, they're not refugees as such. And as we understood from the United States, their laws require that this category, SIV applicants, have to be processed in third countries, not in the United States. So perhaps those could be the reasons why, in fact, that's one of the reasons why they approached us on this.
Pero magulo rin sa atin yan, di ba? Kasi under our immigration rules, and the BI is here to confirm, Norman, please, Afghan nationals are Category 1 nationals. They should first obtain Philippine visa before entry in Islamabad. Isn't that correct? So that puts into question their status if they remain in the Philippines as well. So that also puts into question our ability to impose our laws on all those in our territory. And we'll sacrifice all that simply because we'd like to accommodate a favor that could probably be better served elsewhere. I think, doesn't the fact that the U.S. no longer wants to house these foreigners in safe havens within territorial United States raise concerns for us? They're claiming that they're very low-risk security, that highly vetted groups will be the only ones coming and that the SIV is assured, and yet they don't want them. Doesn't this raise concerns on the background and character of these individuals? Ayaw nga ng empleyado ng employer. Ayaw ng employer kunin yung dating empleyado. Bakit tayo ang kukuha? Tayo hindi nangangamba. Sila ayaw. Ba't ganun? Wala sasagot? Secretary Manalo, no, just playing devil's advocate and well, it seems logical. Sila yung employer. Ayaw nila dun sa mga empleyado nila. Ayaw nilang kunin. Ba't tayo kukuha? Wala naman tayong kinalaman dyan. Hindi natin kilala. Hindi natin kaano-ano. Naaawa tayo, pero maawa muna tayo sa sarili natin. Yes po.
Yes.
Ambassador Babes, Jinggoy.
But actually, Madam Chair, sinabi na nga ni Secretary Manalo, which I confirmed, that itong ang special immigrant visa, kailangan talaga, bago sila makapasok sa Amerika, ipoprocess sa labas. Iba yung refugee status kaysa dito sa special immigrant visa. Kasi the minute they approve that, talagang they can come to the United States, work here, live here, and this is going to be their new home. Yun ang pagkaalam namin sa special immigrant visa.